Hello, everybody. I come to you with some unfortunate news this evening. As you probably could tell by the title of this video, it's true. The Wings of Fire TV show has been canceled. Now, this is truly gonna be devastating for a lot of fans. I know myself, I was really looking forward to the Wings of Fire TV show. I was so hyped to see how it would come along and all the work. I've heard so many things about the work that the visual development of the show and the storyboards and everything, and how it was all coming together and how exciting it was and how good it was looking. It's really upsetting to see that the news has dropped that it's been canceled. Um, some of you may be wondering, why has this been canceled? Well, there's a very straightforward answer to this, and that is money. It's money. Which, honestly, to me, is a little crazy. Wings of Fire is literally one of the best-selling, series, middle grade series at the moment. It has been for a while now, and, I've heard from so many people who work at bookstores, libraries. Wings of Fire flies off the shelves. Heck, I know at my library it's always gone. I can't get the audiobooks to save my life. But nonetheless, for whatever reason, they think they're gonna save money by canceling it instead of putting out a good show, which is something I've noticed Netflix likes to do quite often, and it has canceled all of my favorite shows, and I'm very upset with that, actually. This is not the first time a show I've liked has been canceled by Netflix. But, I guess I should go in depth. Basically, Netflix decided to lay off, basically its entire animation department, I think. A bunch of animators, and because of that, has canceled many shows, as one would expect, with how many people they had to lay off. And honestly, I was so excited to see all the shows that they were going to produce, everything that was going to come out. But no, they haven't been having the greatest year this year with subscribers, so their idea of saving money, I guess, was to just straight up cut their animation program, which is kind of sucky, because I know that's one of the main reasons I watch Netflix, is when they put out a good animation or two. I better hear nothing on the Dragon Prince. If I hear something on the Dragon Prince, I'm going to go insane. But is there still hope for Wings of Fire? Personally, I think there is still plenty of hope for Wings of Fire, an animated adaptation of the show. Also, sorry for any background noise, my dog is making noise. Lucky. Anyway, Wings of Fire, as I said, is one of the top-selling middle grade series. And I think it would be insane if nobody wanted to scoop up the rights to it. I mean, Netflix isn't going to make an adaptation of it, and if they have the rights to it, and they want money, they could probably get a good chunk of money from selling the rights to make the show. If Warner Bros. Has the rights, they could decide to just fund it themselves and release it on their own platform. I think they own HBO Max, or I'm sure any other studio would love to pick it up. I mean, DreamWorks just did an adaptation of The Bad Guys, and DreamWorks has a lot of experience with dragons. Come on, guys. This is good money sitting on the table for anyone to scoop up at this point, as far as I'm concerned. Now, this might not be entirely how that all works. I don't have any experience in the field of licensing and, who owns the rights to, what show, but, at this point, Wings of Fire has made it it has become popular enough that I think it just makes sense that it should happen. It's going to happen. This isn't a Percy Jackson situation where the movie was so bad that no one wants to touch it, which, mind you, they're getting their own adaptation. They're starting filming next month. I am so hyped for that show. If Percy Jackson can make a comeback with a new series, Wings of Fire, that hasn't even had a series yet, can totally be picked up by somebody and made into a series or movie. I mean, I think it's still on the table, personally. If it's going to happen, we're not going to hear about it for a while. I think we're going to be done with Wings of Fire news on the TV show for a little while. We might get, like, an interview of Tui talking about it if she decides to. It would be a dream for me to see some of that concept art. I've heard so many good things about the concept art and all the cool stuff that they were making and working on for over 2 years. It's been over 2 years since the Wings of Fire TV show was announced. And that means it could potentially have been in the works for even longer. I mean, I don't know how long they've been working on it, but they've got to have had a good chunk of the pre-production done. I know for a fact they'd hired storyboard artists, which means they were in the process of storyboarding, most likely. There are official Wings of Fire storyboards out there somewhere that I would love to see. I don't think they got through the entire show. Each episode's 40 minutes long, and that's a lot. 10 episodes, 40 minutes long, that's a lot of boards, and I don't think they started working on it until maybe this fall. This is all just rough estimates, so, like, don't take my word for that completely. And, I mean, if they were on the storyboarding process, that means they knew what their characters looked like, they knew what their setting looked like. They had all those little details. Tui mentioned something about each tribe having a different scroll, like the ends of the scrolls looking different for each tribe. All this stuff exists somewhere. Will we ever get to see it? I don't know. I don't think so, honestly. It would be cool if we could. I hope that, this has given you a little bit of light in the darkness, as I know this news will not be happy for a lot of people, and a lot of people will be upset by this. But hey, if there's any time to start watching the process of animated Wings, now's the time. I've been watching their concept art on Instagram. It looks like they're, like, doing pretty good right now. So, who knows? Well, we might get their adaptation or interpretation of Wings of Fire before we get an official one. I think that would be pretty cool. Yeah. I hope you guys have a good night, and I hope I haven't upset too many of you with this news. I've upset my dog, clearly. What are you doing? But this might be the end for my news videos. At least, unless we get more information on why it was canceled, any art relating to the show, that if it ever gets released, or if there is a light at the end of the tunnel after all, and we get to see Wings of Fire being bought by somebody else, or produced by somebody else, or just made in general, which I think isn't that far-fetched. Have a good day or night, everybody.